Hello there, my name is Arindam and in this video I will show you the simplest, fastest and absolute best way to get the artifact of the clever from the northern ice cave on the center map in 2021. The coordinates of this cave is here 18.5 by 29.9, and as you can see I'm going to be going to the cave completely naked without using any other armor. The current temperature is minus 6 degrees and as you can see I am not freezing. The reason is I am using an otter which allows me to carry multiple artifacts at the same time, and if you have to spec an otter in melee damage then it is going to provide you a lot of insulation, both hypothermic and hyperthermic. As you can see I am using an X otter. The X otter gains more melee and less health, so it is much better for its intended purpose of doing insulation. As you can see I have no insulation right now. We come here, no insulation. The closer I go to the otter, I might get some amount of insulation. The moment I pick this guy up, I get a lot of insulation. Now, to get the artifact of the cleaver, you would normally need a grappling hook or a climbing peak because there is a fall from which you need to climb back, and you also need scuba tank. For the scuba tank, I am going to be using this guy, a Diplocaulus, which has been spec'd in oxygen. And for actually traversing the cave, I am going to be using the best possible cave mount, which is a rock drake. So let's begin. The rock drake is an apex predator and only alpha predators and other apex predators will aggro onto me. Hence, the cave contains wolves, saber-tooths and your yetis, and only the yeti, which is classified as an alpha gigantopithecus, is going to aggro onto me. Thankfully, I can cloak myself like this, which means with the cloak ability on, the yeti is going to aggro onto me only if I actually somehow touch it. And I'm going to cryo this guy over here, and I'm going to show you how very important this Diplocaulus is. It's a creature that most of you guys ignore, but it's my go-to creature as far as going to the ocean is concerned. It has been spec'd entirely in oxygen and 1 point in movement speed, and as you can see, if you were to spec any creature in oxygen, it is going to also have its movement speed in water increased. Now, there are two entrances. If you go this way, which I am going to go, you are going to get the artifact of the clever, and if you were to go this way, you are going to get the artifact of the devourer, which I have covered in the previous video. So let's take this way past the aquatic stalactites and stalagmites, and we are going to get the artifact of the clever. The Diplocaulus is a very beginner friendly tame. You hardly need anything, and it's kind of surprising that people don't tame it. You can go sideways like this, you can go up, you can go down. It's literally behaves kind of like a tapehara but in water. Now, lots of bad guys are here, so I am just going to you can take oxygen like this, and the next thing you do is go up, turn on cloak mode. You don't actually need cloak mode, but it's mostly required for the yetis. Now, if this is your entrance here, then all you have to do is go right. You're going to get your artifact. The drake that I am using is spec'd entirely in stamina. It is the drake I had used in aberration to get the different loot drops on the surface and staying away from reapers and nameless. So it's spec'd entirely in stamina. Now, this is the drop that I was talking to you about. For this drop, you would need either a grappling hook or a climbing peak or any other creature that allows you to climb. like a Thylacoleo, Rock Drake, Megalania, Bloodstalker, etc. So I can go like this, or I can dash forward. If I were to go into climbing mode, then my stamina is not going to regenerate. Let me travel a bit more and I'll show you. So I'm currently in the climbing mode, as you can see, and my stamina here is not going to regenerate. It's going to stay here. The moment I disable climbing mode, my stamina can regenerate. This is a small thing that Wildcard has done so as to make sure people do not abuse the climbing ability. And here we are already in the artifact chamber. A loot crate actually spawns somewhere there, and the artifact chamber is currently free of any enemies. I'm going to put my artifact in my artifact bank, and as you can see, very weirdly, the artifact chamber is not classified as a winter zone. It's 19 degrees, not freezing. Now we can just go back. So this cave is not too high, so if you were to jump and try to dash, then you need to press the jump and dash button simultaneously, otherwise it's just going to get stuck on the ceiling. And now we are coming back to the entrance chamber, so we need to cloak. Actually, we don't need to cloak for these guys, we need to cloak for those guys. As you can see, even though it's an apex predator, the yetis should aggro onto me, but because of my cloaking, they will not aggro. They cannot see me. But if I were to accidentally touch these yetis, even with cloak mode on, they are going to find me and that will target me. Now, this is how this ramp leads down. Now your job is to find out where is the exit. The exit is just to the left of your if you go by the ramp, then the exit is 90 degrees to the left of that particular ramp. So that was the ramp, so I am pretty sure the exit is going to be on this side, and here is the exit. I use the Diplocaulus a lot. You can tame it using simple kibble. In fact, you don't even need kibble. It's a pretty straightforward beginner tame. So you can just tame it with any meat. You don't even need to do any imprinting or anything. It's already pretty good. Now, Diplocaulus can be ridden only inside water. Outside water, you cannot do anything. So people tend to ignore this guy, but I find it's an amazing team. In fact, I would consider myself guilty of also ignoring this guy. If you are one of those guys on the island map or center and you are trying to farm silica pearls or oil, and you don't have scuba gear, of course, you are just a beginner guy, then taming a Diplocaulus is going to give you a free way of going down to the depths and collecting oil and silica pearls. Makes your life so much easier. Okay, so in this video I had shown you how I'm going to get the artifact completely naked, and in the previous video I have shown you how to get the artifact of the Devourer again naked using the Rock Drake. But I'm going to show you a different video, probably the next video, in which I'm going to do this cave and get both of the artifacts without using any tames, without using any otter, without using Rock Drake, or without using any Diplocaulus, completely solo. But that is for a different video. So till then, I hope to stay in touch with you. Thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.